So what is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. My name's Ray. I'm a guitar player here on YouTube. Yeah, I'm stoked about making this video because this Stratocaster I've waited my whole life for, and I'm excited to finally talk about it and dive on into it, you know? So for those of you longtime viewers and subscribers of this channel, all like 30% of you who actually subscribe to my channel, the rest of you guys just creepily watch and don't subscribe. Really weird. But anyway, thank you guys so much for your support and subscribing. But yeah, man, I have loved Stratocasters ever since I saw the Jimi Hendrix video, the Jimi Hendrix movie, when I was 11 years old. Shortly after seeing the Jimi Hendrix movie, I fell in love with the VHS tape of An Evening with Bon Jovi, where Richie Sambora is playing his signature Fender Stratocaster with a Floyd Rose. So my entire life has been trying to find a Stratocaster that sounds great, looks great, and does the genre of music that I like to create in my head, that is metal. I found out that with a Stratocaster, at least in my own experience, nothing has ever been perfect. It's always a compromise with the specs and the sound. Strats always look great. They never don't look awesome. I mean, look at this thing. This thing looks like Batman. This thing looks wild. This is a 2021 Fender Ultra Luxe Stratocaster, and when they were announced in January of 2021, I was through the roof. Here's an example. Okay, this is where I had my reaction last night on the couch when I like threw myself on the ground. So we have the American Ultra Luxe Stratocaster Floyd Rose HSS, right? Okay, when I saw this, I was like, this is sick. This looks like the Richie Sambora Strat or the Tom Morello Soul Power Strat. But as soon as I was like, you know what, I might buy this, but let's see what other colors they're gonna have. Of course, it's Silver Burst. They have to do this to me. The maple board makes it look kind of stand out even more, makes it kind of look like Batman to me. Fender with the stainless steel frets, that is something that we as Fender fans have been wanting for quite some time. They finally listened and they knocked it out of the park. I am so excited for Fender's line in 2021. I said it then, it looks like Batman, and now it even looks more like Batman. So yeah, man, I love this Strat. It's on a decent amount on my album, Chronic Pain. And by the way, thank you guys so much for those of you who have listened to my music and have checked it out. I know a lot of you guys are sleeping on it. The majority of you guys are sleeping on me, but there are a ton of haters out there, and there are a ton of people out there who haven't even listened to it, who are just sleeping on me, who just won't even give me the time of day. So I'll just say it right here, stay Metal Ray on all streaming platforms, man. That's all my solo stuff. It'll be out June 24th, Chronic Pain, and yeah, it's awesome and it's heavy. I've had this guitar in my possession now for about 8 months, and I've always loved the look of it, and I've always loved the feel of it and the sound, but the one thing I've always had a huge gripe with, my huge complaint with this Stratocaster, is the overall output, or lack thereof, with the pickups. This is the old pickguard. The old pickups were the ultra noiseless pickups, the HSS configuration, but I loved the feel of this guitar, and I loved how this guitar had stainless steel frets. This Stratocaster is a custom shop caliber Stratocaster. I saved up a lot of money, traded a lot of guitars in Sam Ash and Cherry Hill, New Jersey to get this thing. But the huge problem I always had with this guitar was the output. It had no output. As you can see, we've got some brand new pickups in this guitar. We got an HSS configuration, and we have the EMG X series. We have the SAX and we have the 81X in the respective positions, neck, middle, and bridge. So I am very honored to say this. I am an EMG guy. I'm an EMG artist. That is amazing. If my 20-year-old self could hear that now, he'd be pretty stoked a couple years back, man. So yeah, huge shout out to EMG. I just love EMGs. I've been infatuated with EMGs ever since I knew what an EMG was, man. They sound great. All my favorite players use them. I love EMG pickups. Huge shout out to Tommy for sending these in for me for this Stratocaster. And I finally think I have found my favorite Stratocaster I've ever owned and or played in my life. This Stratocaster no longer has any compromise. First off, Silver Burst, my favorite finish of all time, the best finish of all time. Maple board and neck. Now I go back and forth with fretboard woods. I love them all, rosewood, ebony, and maple, but Eddie Van Halen used maple more often than not, the majority of his career. So did Jimi Hendrix, and so did Richie Sambora. So, you know, maple looks rad on the Strat. Speaking of the fretboard, the main reason why I wanted to get the Ultra Luxe was the stainless steel frets. This was the first time ever that Fender put stainless steel frets on a production model guitar. So this guitar now, match that with the EMG pickups, is a custom shop guitar. It is custom shop caliber. It's not literally a custom shop, but custom shop caliber, and there's no more compromise for me personally with this guitar. One thing I want you guys to check out is I put the tone knob where the volume knob should be. Very Eddie Van Halen of me. The only problem, it's not a compromise, but I mean, I'll be honest, I love Floyds. I love, like, on paper, I love Floyds, and the concept sounds cool, but goddamn, they're a pain in the ass, man. So I have the whammy bar on for visuals, but it's blocked off in the back. There's no wiggle here. It's just for dramatic effect. It just makes me feel like I'm like West Borland or something, you know? But yes, this Stratocaster now finally sounds amazing. This guitar for the longest time had no sustain whatsoever. Had great rhythm sounds, and it's all over my album Chronic Pain, which will be out June 24th. Thank you guys so much for listening to the first song off of that. But there's no solos on the album with this guitar. It's all like kind of ambient stuff and some like third guitar tracks. And I wish I had this guitar when I was recording it, you know, last winter. But anyway, man, yeah, this guitar is just like, has become my new favorite guitar, and I'm so stoked to have, you know, these modifications done to it. So, in conclusion, I love this Strat, and I just wanted to share it with you all. Thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to come hang out with me and listen to me talk about my Strat. Really appreciate it, and it means a lot. So, be sure to follow me on all social media platforms and on Spotify. You guys are going to love my album, I guarantee you, man. So, anyway, with that being said, I'm out of here. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay metal. See you guys next time. Later.